man. Let's start. Let's begin. Welcome back, man. Welcome back to the road trip, Mish Macabre. Right? Canaan Builders, road trippers. Akeem and Akatim, brothers and sisters, mothers, fathers, aunties and uncles, grandmas and grandpas, everybody, welcome to the house, man. Everybody, welcome to the house. Shalom, shalom, peace and blessings to each and every single one of you. That's right, man. That is right. Your loved ones, your friends, and your pets, man. Little fur nagas. That's right. Little fur nagas, man. Little pets, little dogs and cats and all that little stuff that loves you so dearly. Genuinely and unadulterated, straight, pure love, right? That's right. That is right, man. That's right. All praises to the Most High. Abada Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Wahab Ruach HaKadesh, man. Oh, are you with me? Or you're slow, right? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm asking a question. You can't follow with me, right? Are you with me, right? All praises to the Most High, man. All praises to the Most High. Glory to Yahweh Shai. Honors to the Ruach HaKodesh. And my love and my respect goes out to each and every single one of you kingdom builders. Are you understanding me, or are you not there? It's okay. You might have to watch this video like 2 or 3 times to figure it out. But it's okay. It's okay. No problem. We're back in 4 Maccabees. The book of 4 Maccabees. Yes, the book of 4 Maccabees Naga, and we're gonna read chapter 8 right now for you. And it's a long one. It's a long buddy boy. No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. So we might read 8 and 9 to get us to chapter 10. Because guess what? In this whole book, there is only there's only 18 chapters. There's only 18 chapters. We can finish this tonight. We can finish this tonight, y'all. If we put our mind to it, you better believe that. All right, chapter 8. Get your scrolls together, man. You got a few moments if you want to follow along with me. If not, I don't give a damn. I really don't care. I'm going to read it anyway. So, chapter 8, 4 Maccabees. Let's begin. All right, hallelujah, man. Let's get this, man. No vain babblings, like my brother told me. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, man, hallelujah. Chapter 8, and it reads, Then indeed, vehemently swayed with the passion, he commanded to bring others of the adult Hebrews, and if they would eat of the unclean thing, to let them go when they had eaten. But if they objected, if they objected to torment them more grievously, the tyrant having given this charge, seven kindred were brought into the presence along with their aged mother, handsome men, right? Handsome and modest and well born and altogether comely. When the tyrant saw them encircling their mother as in a dance, he was pleased at them, and being struck with their becoming an innocence, right, in their innocent manner, smiled upon them and called them near, said, "O youths, with favorable feelings, I admire the beauty of each of you, and greatly honoring so numerous a band of kindred, I not only counsel you not to share the madness of the old man who has been tortured before, but I do beg you to yield. I beg you to yield and to enjoy my friendship, for I possess the power not only of punishing those who disobey my commands, but of doing good to those who obey them." Right? And they didn't care. They didn't care. They did what they did. And they all got killed. They all got killed. And just like we will. Just like we will. We're all going to die. We're all going to die. Yeah. Unless you're, Church of Philadelphia, and then you're not going to die. But guess what? Most of us are going to perish. And that's fine. If you're not ready for that, then this is not for you, man. I'm ready to die. I'm going to go back to verse 7. And I'm going to read. And conforming to the Greek mode of life, alter your rule and revel in your delights. For if you provoke me by your disobedience, you will compel me to destroy you, everyone, with terrible punishments for tortures. Have mercy, then, upon your souls, whom I, although an enemy, compassionate for your age and attractive appearance. Will you not reason upon this, that if you disobey, there will be nothing left for you? There'll be nothing left for you but to die in tortures? That's a question, nigga. Sorry, I don't mean to cuss. That's a question, Naga. So speaking, he ordered the instruments of torture to be brought forward, and that very far might prevail upon them to eat unclean meat. And when the spearmen brought forward the wheels of the racks and the hooks and page flip and catapults and cauldrons, pans and fire racks and finger racks and iron hands and wedges and bellows, the tyrant continued, fear, young men, and the righteousness which you worship will be merciful to you if you err from compulsion. From compulsion, Naga. Are you paying attention? I hope so, man. I'm not reading just for fun. I'm reading for edification for my people, right? It's for the edification of my people. All right. In verse 13, and it reads, fear, young men, and the righteousness which you worship will be merciful to you if you err from compulsion. Now, they, having listened to these words of persuasion, and seeing the fearless instruments, not only were they not afraid, but even answered the arguments of the tyrant, and through their good reasoning destroyed his power. Now let's consider the matter. And had any of them been weak-spirited, weak ruached, right? Ruached, and cowardly among them, what reasoning would they have employed but these? O wretched that we are, and exceedingly senseless, when the kings exhort us and calls us to this bounty. So should we not obey him? Should we not obey him? Should we? What do you think? What do you think, family? Why do we cheer ourselves with vain counsels and venture upon a disobedient bringing death? Disobedience bringing death. Why? Why do we do that? Why do we do that? Will we not fear, O kindred, the instruments of torture, and weigh the threats of torment, and shun this vain glory and destructive pride? That's a question. That's a question to you, Naga. Let's have compassion upon our age and relent over the years of our mother. And let's bear in mind that we will be dying as rebels, and divine justice will pardon us if we fear the king through necessity. Why withdraw ourselves from a most sweet life and deprive ourselves of the pleasant world? Why would we do that? Why would we do that? Let's not oppose necessity, nor seek vainglory by our own excruciation. Oh yeah, that's deep, man. The law itself is not forward to put us to death if we dread torture. I want to live. Do you want to live, family? Do you want to live? I bet you do. Follow me. 25, and it reads, from where has such angry zeal taken not in us, and such fatal obstinacy approved itself to us, when we might live unmolested by the king? I don't want to be molested by the king. I want to be saved. But nothing of this kind did the young men say or think when about to be untortured, about to be tortured. For they were well above and aware of the sufferings and masters of the pains, so that as soon as the tyrant had ceased counseling them to eat the unclean, they altogether with one voice, as from the same herd said. I'm about to tell you what they said. That's the end of chapter 8, man. All right, hallelujah. What are you doing? Are you paying attention or not? Oh, man, godly, bro. right, man. We got time. I got time. You got time. You got time. I got time. I got time. Chapter 9, and it reads, "Why delay you, O tyrant? For we are more ready to die than to transgress the injunctions of our fathers. And we should be disgracing our fathers if we didn't obey the law and take knowledge for our guide. O tyrant, counselor of law breaking, do not hating us as you do. Pity us more than we pity ourselves. For, listen, man, for we account escape to be worse than death. And you think to scare us. You think to scare us by threatening us. You think you can threaten us with death by tortures, as though you had leaned nothing by the death of Eleazar. But if aged men of the Hebrews, the Yahudim, have died in the cause of religion, after enduring torture, more rightly should we younger men die, scorning your cruel tortures, which our aged instructor overcame." It's nothing for me. It's nothing for me. It's nothing for us, man. Make the attempt then, O tyrant, and if you put us to death for our religion, think not that you harm us by torturing us, for we, through this ill treatment and endurance, will bear off the rewards of virtue. But you, for the wicked and despotic slaughter of us, will from the divine vengeance endure eternal torture by fire. No, you're going to die. You're going to die in Tartarus. Don't worry about us. We're going to be in Abraham's bosom. You can go ahead and kill me any day. I don't care. Yeah, my blessings will be upon me." When they had so spoken, the tyrant was not only exasperated against them to bring refractory, but enraged with them as being ungrateful, so that at his bidding the torturers brought out the oldest of them, and tearing through the tunic, bound his hands and arms on each side with thongs. And when they had labored hard without effect in scourging them, they hurled him upon the wheel, and the noble youth extended upon this became dislocated. And when every member disjointed, he exclaimed an expulsation. Hold on, man. Expostulation. Oh my goodness. Oh, most accursed tyrant, and enemy of the heavenly justice, and cruel-hearted, I am no murderer nor sacrilegious man, whom you so ill used, but a defender of the divine law. And when the spearman said, "Consent to eat, that you may be released from your tortures," he answered, "Not so powerful, O accursed ministers, and is your will as to stifle my reasoning, cut my limbs, and burn my flesh, and twist my joints. For through all my torments I will convince you that the children of the Hebrews, right, Yasharel, are alone unconquered in behalf of virtue." While he was saying this, while he was even speaking, while he was saying this, they heaped up fuel, and setting fire to it, strained from upon the wheel still more, and the wheel was defiled all over with blood, and the hot ashes were quenched by the droppings of gore and pieces of flesh, and scattered about the axles of the machine. Oh my goodness, man, it's getting nasty. It's getting real nasty, Yasharel, man. You like this? Yeah, I like it too. All right, man, let's go back to verse 16. Verse 16, and when the spearman said, "Consent to eat, that you may be released from your tortures," he answered, "Not so powerful, O accursed ministers, is your will as to stifle my reasoning, cut my limbs, and listen, and burn my flesh and twist my joints. For through all my torments I will convince you that the children of the Hebrews, Yasharel, are alone, unconquered in behalf of virtue." While he was saying this, they heaped up fuel, and setting fire to it, strained him upon the wheel still more, and the wheel was defiled all over with blood, and the hot ashes were quenched by the droppings of gore and pieces of flesh and scattered about with axles of a machine. And although the framework of his bones was not destroyed, the high-minded and Abrahamic youth didn't groan, but as through transformed by fire into immortality, he nobly endured the racking, saying, imitate me, O kindred, nor ever desert your stations, nor renounce my brotherhood and courage. Fight the Kodesh and honorable fight of religion, by which means are just and parental providence, becoming merciful to the nation, will punish the pestilent tyrant. Are you paying attention? You better. I don't care, man. You better listen. You better read. You better understand. Listen. Shut up. And saying this, the revealed youth abruptly closed his life. And when all admired his courageous soul, the spearman brought forward him who was second in point of age, and having put on iron hands, bound him with pointed hooks to the torture device. And when inquiring whether he would eat before he was tortured, they heard his noble sentiment, and they with the iron hands had violently dragged all the flesh from the neck to the chin, and panther-like beast tore off the very skin of his head. But he, bearing with firmness his misery, and he said this, listen to him, this is what he said: how sweet is every form of death for the religion of our fathers. How sweet. And he said to the tyrant, do you think, most cruel of all tyrants, that you are now tortured most, that I, finding your overweening conception of tyranny, conquered by our perseverance, and in behalf of our religion? For I lighten my sufferings by the pleasures which are connected with virtue, but you are tortured with threats for impiety, and you will not escape, most corrupt tyrant, the vengeance of divine wrath. That's the end of chapter 9. All right, man. I want to bust 10 down too, but we'll go ahead and put that one together on the next one, man. All right, we're not in a rush. Gotta have patience, Naga. All right, man. Let's read. In the meantime, in between time, shalom. Peace and blessings to each and every single one of you, man. Hallelujah. I love you with my whole heart, not half-stepping. All right? Let's read! Oh, no, you want 10? Okay. All right, fine. Whatever, man. You want 10? All right, you want 10, man? I don't care, man. All right, 10. And it reads, now this one, having endured this praiseworthy death, the third was brought along and exhorted by many to taste and save his life. But he cried out and said, do you not know that the father of those who are dead became a father to me also, and that the same mother bore me, and that I was brought up in the same tenets? I renounce not the noble relationship of my kindred. Now then, whatever instrument of vengeance you have, apply it to my body, for you are not able to touch even. You can't even touch even if you wish it, my soul. But they, highly incensed at his boldness of speech, dislocated his hands and feet with racking engines, and wrenching them from their sockets, dismembered him. All right, man. It's a brutal death, man. All right. Come on. 6 and it reads, and they dragged round his fingers and his arms and his legs and his ankles, and not being able by any means to strangle him, they tore off his skin together with the extreme tips of his fingers, and then dragged him to the wheel, around which his vertebral joints were loosened, and he was his own flesh torn to shreds, and streams of blood flowing from his entrails. And when about to die, he said, we, accursed tyrants, suffer this for the sake of the divine education of virtue, but you, for your impiety and blood shedding, will endure indissoluble torments. And having died worthily of his kindred, they dragged forward the fourth, saying, Do not share the madness of your kindred, but give regard to the king, and save yourself. But he said to them, You have not a fire so scourging as to make me play the coward. I will never play the coward. I will die fearlessly before any one of you Nagas. You understand me? 15, and it reads, By the blessed death of my kindred, and the eternal punishment of the tyrant, and the glorious life of the pious, I will not repudiate. I will not repudiate the noble brotherhood. Invent, O tyrant, tortures, that you may learn even through them that I am the brother of those tormented before. When he had said this, the bloody, thirsty, and murderous and unhallowed Antiochus ordered his tongue to be cut out. But he said, Even if you take away the organ of speech, yet Yahweh, right, the Most High Yahweh, hears the silent. Behold, my tongue is extended. Cut it off, for by that you won't halt my reasoning. Gladly do we lose our limbs on behalf of the Most High Yahweh, but Yahweh will speedily find you, since you cut off the tongue, the instrument of divine melody. All right. Oh, man. And we can go ahead and get 11, too, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it sounds too easy. No, I got to stop, man. I need to have some kind of restraint, because if not, I'll keep reading all day. Let me stop. In the meantime, in between time, man, shalom, peace and blessings to each and every single one of you, man. Hallelujah. All right, it's time to stop, family, because if I read chapter 11, I'm going to read 12 and 13 and 14 and 15, and I won't stop. I love you. Yeah. All praises to the Most High. I'll see you soon. Hallelujah. Yeah.